Last year I did my first ultra marathon in 2017. I took a lot of video blogs while I was training for the ultra marathon that I posted up on my Facebook page, the Running Education Centre. The videos were a whole mix of stuff really, how well I was getting on my various training runs, through to what I was eating and discovering new routes and all of those sorts of things. I think I took about an hour and 45 minutes in total, and some of those videos were, I guess, interesting, some of them not so much, because they were just updates on how I was doing during all my long runs. Anyway, I've picked out what I think are the best bits and the bits that you might be more interested in, and grouped them together into various sections and made this highlights video, so I hope you enjoy. If you know me, then you know I'm not well known for my navigation skills, and planning long runs requires you to go to a lot of new places that you might not know very well. And yeah, let's just say on occasion I think my navigation skills were put to the test. I'm at a place called Swinley Forest, which is yeah, a lovely big place to explore. I've been mountain biking here a few times. Walked the dog here, brought the kids here, but I've never run around here. So I'm looking forward to exploring, hopefully not getting lost. My sense of direction is pretty rubbish, to be honest, but I've got my phone so I can keep checking where I am. Now I'm heading the wrong way. I'm just walking and I just realised, yep, heading the wrong way. You know, I keep saying I'm at the lookout. I'm not at the lookout. I'm at Swinley Forest. The lookout's just a tiny little bit in Swinley Forest that I'm not running anywhere near today. Yeah, just thought I'd make that correction. Yeah, I'm basically getting lost. I am actually getting myself a little bit lost at the moment in Sherwood Forest. I've been running around, we're at Centre Park, so I've been running around Centre Parks, and yeah, I've come out onto this forest trail, which seems to kind of be on the route that I want to follow-ish. So I'm going to put my faith in the route that I plotted and stuck on my watch. Actually, if you look at it now, it seems alright. I'll follow that route. Yeah, I'm basically getting lost. So like I said, I took lots of videos on my long runs, and most of them were pretty samey over and over again, every 10k, how I was getting on. But one particular run that I really did enjoy was over by a place called Sonning Common, which sort of skirts around the edge of the Chilterns. It was a run I really enjoyed, and it was a new place to explore, so I thought I would group those videos together and include this in my highlights video. Hello, it's week 8 and it's Friday, and I'm doing my long run today. It's been a funny week. I come back from holiday and I lost my running mojo a little bit, but yesterday's run was awesome. 10k, definitely got my mojo back, and really looking forward to today's run actually, because I have come to Sonning Common and I am going to kind of run around this area. I think they call it the North Down, something like that. I found some routes on Strava that other people have run, so I've copied that route. Yeah, it's an 8.7k route, so my car is just back there. Oop, there we go. Which has got lots of food in. So I'm just going to run sort of four loops of the 8.7k route. Well, I'm 10k in and I'm exactly where I started. That's down to a couple of slight wrong turns on the route, but and then having to correct myself. But I guess I couldn't expect that first time round. I mean, this is a proper off-road route. This is just through pretty thick woods the whole way, and it gets really dark, and yeah, you're not sure where you're going exactly, and there's quite a lot of trails, and the sat-nav's a bit, you know, takes a while to catch up sometimes, but and I forgot to take my food with me. I thought I'll go back to the car and have some food, and I'm supposed to eat every half an hour, and I just didn't think really. I'm thinking, oh, I'll do a video every 10k and then I'll have my food then, but no, I need food with me. I'm exactly 20k in now. I've literally just started the third loop, so this route is yeah, it's definitely slightly longer than it mapped. So yeah, the second loop was really good, to be honest. I guess I knew where I was going. I was a bit more confident because I just run it and wasn't worried about getting lost and losing the trail or whatever. So yeah, all good. I'm back on track with the food. So I've obviously missed my first half hour feed, but I feel fine. I feel good. So I'm going on my third loop. It's about 4:30. It's taken me just over an hour, I think. Or about an hour, so about 5:30 when I get back, and I'll be just under 30k, I reckon. So a fourth loop would be too far. So what I think I will do when I get back to the start again is probably just go for a little trot around Challange Common, just around the streets and whatnot for 5k or whatever it needs to be, and then back to the car. We'll see. I'm trying to look when 2.5k round the loop is. I could just do a little bit and turn back, but anyway, it's all good. I'll carry on, and yeah, check in again 30k. Bye. So I'm at 30k. As you can see, I'm not in the woods anymore. So I did a third loop, which was good. And yeah, legs are feeling a bit tired now, but what can you expect? I've just run 30k. So rather than do another loop, I thought I'd just sort of run round, where am I again? Challange, that's it, and make up the other 5k. So yeah, I don't know where I'm going, to be honest. I'm hoping to find some sort of local park or something that I can run round. But either way, I'm going to find 5k. I've got 5k in me. My legs are tired, but I feel good. I've got another snack to have now. And yeah, I'll check in 5k. I've done it. That last 5k was all around the houses, I'll be honest. I ended up coming back to the, forest, woods, whatever. And then right at the last minute, I found this gigantic field with loads of football pitches on, which would have been ideal. I could have just gone there and ran around there for 5k. Oh well, next time. Anyway, I've done it, and I feel okay. I really do. I'm really pleased with that run. Everything was fine. The the terrain I'm running on, exactly what I wanted. I reckon that's probably exactly the sort of terrain for the Surrey hills. Just, I don't think there's enough hills, so I really need to find somewhere like this, but with more hills. So I'm just going to go and have a little bit of a stretch, get in the car, get home, have some dinner. Fueling and hydration are obviously really important, especially when you're running the kind of distances I was running. It's important to stay hydrated, and it's important to keep your calories coming in, so you've got plenty of energy to keep you going. So I tried out quite a few different things to eat on my long runs to see which foods worked and which foods didn't. Just gonna have my energy gel, which is a new one, haven't tried before. It's a double espresso flavour apparently, so let's hope that stays down well. Oh yeah, that energy gel, ugh, it was horrible. Double espresso flavour, and I'm a coffee fan, so anyway, that's not to my taste. I'm trying some new foods to eat whilst running, not just the energy gels. I've got a jam sandwich and a Trek bar. I've got some water here, water in my bag. This bag should have a camel pack in the back of it, but I filled it up earlier and it had a leak. Food seems to be working. So what I've had a jam sandwich, and I've had a Trek bar and an energy gel. And then I've had half a box of raisins. And now I'm gonna have my other half of my jam sandwich. Oh yeah, jam sandwiches. I don't think jam sandwiches agree with me when I'm running, which is a real shame. I like jam sandwiches. I don't know what it is, whether it's the jam or the bread, but about 10 minutes after eating my first one I got a stomachache. I like to make a little stop. And I didn't really make the connection until I had my other half of the jam sandwich. And then I got a stomachache 10 minutes later, so that's a bit weird, isn't it? The Trek bar and the energy gel went down alright, and so did the raisins. So yeah, well, I just keep experimenting with food till I find what works. I've just had some rice balls. I thought I'd try some rice balls out. I saw a recipe in one of the books I'm reading, Eat and Run. You make some sushi rice and wrap it in some sushi seaweed stuff, whatever it's called. Yeah, and that's it really. Ugh. Horrible actually. Well, I say horrible, it wasn't that pleasant, but I've just had that anyway. I should have had that half an hour ago. And I have some rice balls at home. I thought I'd give those another go, but this time I've added soy sauce to them, so hopefully they taste a little bit better. Rice balls with soya sauce, lovely. So that's a turn up, isn't it? They're really nice actually. So yeah, there you go. Today actually I'm going to try a new product that I've recently purchased. It's called Tailwind. So Tailwind Nutrition. So this is a powder that you put in your water, and it's supposed to be a complete fuel. So essentially you don't really need any other food. This gives you all the calories you need, I guess the carbs you need, it gives you your electrolytes. And obviously you're mixing it with water, so you get all of the hydration you need as well. So I came across this. I follow a group on Facebook called Weekly Running Tune-Up, and I was just reading up on a couple of posts, and people started going on about this Tailwind. They're called stick packs, and yeah, the reviews seemed amazing, so I thought I'd give it a go today. So I've I've mixed it with my water. I'm supposed to mix it with around 24 ounces. How many millilitres is that? About just over 500 millilitres, maybe 600 millilitres of water. So I'm supposed to drink one of these sachets mixed in 600 ml of water every hour. I am taking some food with me just as a backup, because I really don't know how this is going to go. Never tried something like this before. Well, that was one of the best 30k runs I've ever done. In fact, it was 32k in the end. I don't know, must have miscalculated the route or diverged or something like that, but that was brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I got plenty of energy to carry on as well. Yeah, so Tailwind Nutrition, good stuff by the looks of it. Kept me going the whole way really. The only time I needed food was after about 18k. Then I had energy, it wasn't energy levels, it was fine. I started feeling dizzy, which is a bit odd, and I realised, yeah, my tummy felt like it was grumbling away a bit, so I just had to eat something. So I had a little snack and I came right back. So yeah, all good. So one of the things that inspired me to do the ultramarathon in the first place was reading a book called Eat and Run by a guy called Scott Jurek, who is an ultra marathon runner, and he's also on a plant-based diet, so a vegan diet. And I've read a lot more books since then which talk about how much a plant-based diet can benefit people that do kind of endurance sports. So I thought I would give it a go for the last 3 weeks of my ultramarathon training. Morning. It's week 11 and it is Saturday, and it's the last day of my holiday today in Pagham. As you can see, I'm out for a run. But this video isn't about today's run or any of my running this week actually. It's from tomorrow. It's 3 weeks to go until the Surrey Hills Challenge, and I'm actually going to try a bit of an experiment over the next 3 weeks on my nutrition, or my diet really. So I may have mentioned that I've read a book called Eat and Run, which I've got a few good recipes out of. My green pre-run juice and the rice balls. But another thing about that book is it's about a guy, Scott Jurek, who's an endurance athlete who switched to a plant-based diet to, well, did many things, improved his performance dramatically. And also another book I'm reading at the moment called Ultraman, which is a book written by a guy called Rich Roll, who's I guess mostly a triathlete who also switched to a plant-based diet. And anyway, reading those two books, and I've been watching quite a lot of documentaries lately, and what I want to try is really to see what switching to a plant-based diet is going to do to my nutrition. I mean, everything I've read, it's really going to boost my performance, help me with my recovery, and you know, those sorts of things really. Obviously, plant-based diets are the same sort of diets that vegans have. You know, there's lots of other benefits which I'm not going to go into really. My main motivation is really about boosting my performance. So just a quick video really to tell you that as of tomorrow, so that'll be Sunday, I am planning to switch to a fully plant-based diet for 3 weeks. See how that impacts on my training. What I'll do probably is I'll post quite a bit about, you know, the sorts of foods I'm trying, how I'm feeling, and just generally how it goes really. I've pretty much cut back on a lot of animal products anyway over the last sort of 6 months, but it's kind of making that final push really to, you know, cut out stuff like cheese, and you know, I do have you know, a nice roast dinner every Sunday still, so I'm not, you know, fully meat free at the moment, but mostly. So we'll see how that works out. And oh yeah, so I'm 5 days into the plant-based diet as well. So whether that had anything to do with how well the run went today, I don't know. Maybe it's too soon to say, but that's going really well too. Obviously I had that salad jar, that was a good discovery. Yeah, no real new discoveries other than that, to be honest. Just lots of nice veggie and lentils and beans with rice and pasta and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'll post more on the diet in a few days, I suppose. My plant-based diet, I'm a week into that, and that's going really well, I suppose. I've not really been craving anything really that I'm not supposed to eat. Just cheese really. It's a tiny little bit of cravings for cheese, which is not too bad, to be honest. I can do without that. But yeah, this run is good. I'm feeling full of energy. So I've now been doing the plant-based diet for about, well, for exactly 2 weeks now, and it's all good, to be honest. It really is. Not as difficult as I thought it would be at all. There's plenty of options for me. I did a lot of preparation, as I mentioned in a previous video, and I started getting used to what sort of you know, off-the-shelf products that I can buy that don't contain any dairy, and yeah, but I have to do a lot more cooking for myself, and my wife has had to, you know, separate my dinner really from theirs. She's been making a lot of cottage pies and bolognese and things like that, but I guess the good thing is that what she does is she just makes the same recipe, and then just separates out the sauce, and would add lentils to mine rather than minced beef. and it's yeah, they're really tasty, so that's quite good. What else is there to report? I suppose do I feel any different? It's a difficult one to answer, really. I have had a lot of energy this week, but I'm usually quite high in energy. I have yeah, I've done quite a few runs last week, even though I'm tapering off. I did a 10-mile run. I felt fine the whole way round. I felt really good, full of energy. Next day I felt really fresh, did a 5k. Same day I did some kettlebells, and the next day I felt absolutely fine. So I suppose I could say that the plant-based diet is probably giving me a lot more energy and is enabling me to recover quicker. I'm pretty sure I've lost a little bit more weight, but I have been anyway because of all the running. But actually last week when I weighed myself is quite a big step, really. I think step change in my weight. I've lost about ½ kilo within a week, but whether that's just purely down to the plant-based diet or the fact that the week before was my peak running week, who knows? But yeah, I mean, overall, while I've been training, I really have dropped the pounds, which, yeah, perfectly normal, I suppose. And I had a target sort of weight in mind when I was training, and I wanted to be sort of in the low 80s, high 70 kilograms, and that's where I am. So that's worked out well. And yeah, I've got another week left of the plant-based diet. As you'd expect, there's always going to be some runs where things just get tough. Okay, this is a tough one today. It's just hot. I got to that point where, you know, your legs are feeling tired and your mind starts telling you, oh, you're too tired, you walk now, stop. But you know deep down that it's all in your head. I just can't get my mind onto the running. I've stopped a few times to get water, got lost loads, as I said before, but still I'm pleased with the run, I really am. I've got to expect to be feeling tired from time to time, haven't I? I've called it a day. Yeah, I ran for 2 hours 40 minutes, just over 25k, which is less than planned. Yeah, I guess time caught up with me, lots of switching back. What else can I say? Just a funny week, really. I ran every day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and today. Every day I was running longer and longer. Yesterday was 14k. So I've tried to squeeze my long run in, you know, like 2 days early. So I guess, I don't know, maybe I can learn some lessons from this. I'll have a think about that and put it down on my log. But yeah, I guess overall still on my feet for longer than last week's long run. Just longer than last week's long run. Total weekly mileage under. I guess another lesson is don't try and catch up or beat last week's weekly mileage when you can't run as much the following week. Right, I've been to my parents now, done 19.7k. So that last 10k was alright until the very end, and then I just really struggled. I think I'm getting up to my old tricks again and not drinking enough water. Has been quite hot, so I've had a load of water, and yeah, it was quite uphill actually. I remember when I mapped it, this route, I think I'm just at the very end now of a 5k section which is pretty much all uphill, so I think that last 5k was, yeah, all uphill. Probably why I struggled. Okay, I'm at 30k, and yeah, I'm just right next to the Leven bottle in Wokingham. That last 10k, that was tough, it really was. I've just resorted to running and walking really for most of that. So what's going on? I don't know. My legs feel tired, but so what? I don't know, I just feel like I haven't got the energy, I suppose. And my head is head's playing games with me, really, I suppose. It is a mental game, this long distance running. It's not just physical. But I'm 30k in. I'm gonna do 38k. That's what I'm gonna do today. I'm not gonna push myself for the full marathon. I'm just gonna carry on walking for the next 8k, which is doable, achievable, should be fine. And yeah, go and rest up after that. So yeah, this is what the training is all about really. It's to hit these little pitfalls so you know how to handle them next time. I've just got home. I managed the last 8k. That really was a tough run, that was. But officially my longest ever training run. So my last training run was my last longest one was 36k, and that was when I was training for the London Marathon. And to be honest, it was just as tough. It really was. So yeah, I don't know really what happened there. Last week was different, completely different. You know, run 35k and it was all good the whole way. So you know what, I'm going to blame it on the man flu, I think. Yeah. But I soldiered on, didn't I? Anyway, not my last run this week. I'm supposed to be doing 7k tomorrow. Oh well, I'll give it a go. And then 20k on Sunday, which will take my weekly mileage to 75k, so the same as last week. So it's meant to be a little bit more, but being ill on Monday, I probably would have run 8k, so I'd have been there. God, my arm's even aching. Ugh. Anyway, yeah, so I did it. So fantastic, brilliant, all good. So when running quite far, you're going to need to carry stuff with you, and you also might need something like a sports watch to help you navigate. So here are a few clips of some of the bits of kit that I tried out and used for my actual run. Morning, it's week 4, Tuesday, and thought I'd take a quick video because I'm just running a normal 10k today, but I'm running to work. Not all the way because that'd be crazy, but I'm running about 10k. I got off at Clapham Junction and yeah, just running along the river. I'm at Westminster at the moment. Big Ben behind me, as you can probably just about see. And the main difference between today's one and most others is I've got this bag on the back. So let's have a look at this bag. Got it from a running shop really, not a lot to say about it. It's got a lot of strap, so it doesn't bounce around too much. Well, that's not a very good angle of me, is it? And I guess something I've got to practice quite a lot with over the coming weeks is running with a bag on my back, because during the ultra I probably will have a bag to carry water and food and stuff. It might not be this bag. This bag's a bit, I don't know, hot really. This one takes the camel pack inside the back, whereas you can get other bags that you can strap water bottles to the straps around the front of your chest here. So I'll probably buy one of those and give that a shot as well. Oh, quite excited about today's one because look at that. I got a new gadget. I got a Garmin Forerunner 235, and I plotted a 30k route today. That's my target. All about 3.5 hours. And what I've done, I've plotted kind of 3 10k routes. So from here I'm going to run 10k, to the lookout, I'm going to refuel, then another 10k loop back to the lookout, refuel, and back the way I came. And the cool thing is about the Garmin that I've just bought is that I can put my route into the watch, and it shows me on the screen. I don't know if you can actually see that. So it didn't show a background map, but at least I can see if I'm going the right way. So hopefully not as many stops as last time. And oh, I'm also trying out a new running thingy-majig. I've got it on now actually, can you see? Looks a bit odd, doesn't it? Yep. Leave your imagination to run wild on that. Yeah, it's a running vest basically, which allows me to carry 2 bottles of water strapped to my sides. It's got a small compartment in the back to hold some food in and bits and bobs like that. So I'm giving that a go too, because the big bag that I wear is yeah, it's alright. It just rubs a bit, bounces around a bit. I've got to keep stopping and opening it up to get water out and stuff. So yeah, I'll give this a go. So slowing it down is something you really need to do when you're running far. For me, it's really not about how quickly I complete the course, it's about just completing the course in the first place. And by slowing it down, you're switching your body into using less carbs for fuel, more fat for fuel, which allows you to keep going a little bit longer. Trying to stick to a really sort of, for me, a slow pace, so slower than 6-minute kilometres. That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be slow, and I'm supposed to keep my heart rate in the fat burning zone. That's what my body wants to burn. It's fat more than carbs on a long run like this. So all the experts say anyway. So yeah, initially it was quite hard to stick to that pace. I'm sure I've mentioned before. It takes quite a lot of concentration to slow yourself down and keep to that speed. But I've kind of found a rhythm now, so I'm sort of sticking to 6:10, 6:30 minute kilometres. I guess sometimes you've got to expect to pick up injuries, but sometimes injuries can come at you from the most unexpected of places. Picked up a silly injury on my right foot on a pedalo. Yeah, it seems that they don't make pedalos for people with slightly wider feet. And I think that's how I've done it anyway. It just feels a little bit bruised, I think, from where it was kind of squashed a little bit in the pedal thingamajig. Well, I'd admit that wasn't the best run I've had, to be honest. It's mostly my foot from that pedalo injury, if that's what it actually was. But yeah, I just felt like I'm running on a bruise every time. Yeah, I don't know, was it just that? Maybe I'm just in a bit of a negative mindset because I know I've not had sufficient nutrition and I haven't run much this week, who knows. Bit of a bumpy start to this week because I have caught one of the most serious of conditions, man flu, and I've been a bit under the weather. I even called in sick on Monday, which is really unlike me. But I managed 10k yesterday, which seemed to clear my sinuses out a little bit. And there's my hand right in front of the camera. And yeah, I woke up this morning and I nearly thought about not even running today, which is unheard of. But I've been piling down the juices and vitamin tablets and spoonfuls of Manuka honey over the last few days, and I think I'm okay, so I'm going to go for it. It's finally here. It's the weekend of the Surrey Hills Challenge. It's Saturday, and I'm yeah, gonna get everything packed up this morning and head on to Hazelmere and check into my B&B. I've had a bit of a cold this week, which isn't great timing, but nothing really too bad really. I've kept on top of the vitamin C, and I've been taking a lot of Manuka honey and trying to just stop that cold from developing, which I have. So yeah, it's nothing that's going to affect me at all, to be honest. So I'm just out with the dog right now. Gonna get home and pack everything up. So I've had a little test pack with the bag I'm going to carry to make sure I can fit everything in that I want to take, and I can just about. I thought for a little bit that I was going to have to take my bigger backpack, which I really didn't want to do because it's not ideal. I mean, I've done a lot of my training in it, but it does require a lot of adjusting and it bounces around a bit, and my new one doesn't. My new one's great. It stays nice and snug to my body and doesn't bounce around. But anyway, it looks like I can take the one I want to take, so that's all good. And yeah, I'll get on the train. I'm going to get to Hazelmere. I'm going to look for the starting, well, the registration place, which is Hazelmere Town Hall, and then I will walk to the B&B from there, so I know where I'm going in the morning. And yeah, I'll check in again later. Right, I've arrived at my hotel, or B&B anyway, in Hazelmere. I've walked from the station to here, and on the way I went via Hazelmere Town Hall, which is where the race starts tomorrow, and then walked here. So it's about a half an hour walk, which isn't too bad. So there's footpath all the way, so that's great. I don't have to worry about taxis or anything tomorrow. What I've done now is I just laid out all my stuff on the bed that I need to pack and carry with me whilst I run tomorrow. And I thought I'd do a quick video and show you what I've got with me. So let me just turn the camera around because I've got it facing the other way. Look at that lovely mural on the wall there. Anyway, let's have a look at what I've got on the bed here. So that is everything that I need to carry on me tomorrow. So I have got at the top there some plasters, and in that plastic bag is some toilet roll, and for some reason I randomly decided to pack some freezer bags. I have no idea why, but you never know, they might come in useful. So I've got my Tailwind Nutrition, so I've got 9 of those, so that's what I'll be putting in my water. Pick one up. As you can see, this provides me with everything I need basically. 200 calories, goes in to some water, and about a half a litre of water, and I've got to basically drink one of those an hour. So that should really be, in theory, all I need, just that Tailwind Nutrition. I've done a few test runs with it and it's good stuff, it really is. It keeps my energy levels up the whole way around. But as a backup, I have packed some food. I've packed some energy gels as well, but I don't expect I'm going to need those. Some Vaseline for the chafing, which I'll probably come in useful. A couple of Trek bars. These are really nice, these ones, and I've been using these on my training runs, and they're fine. They go down quite well. Some sesame snaps. These are lovely. They're definitely one of my favourite snacks. Lots of sugar there for energy. Here is a foil blanket, just in case it's cold in the morning, really, I guess, while we're standing around waiting to run. Doesn't take up much space, so I thought I'd take that. That was the one I actually got given at the end of the London Marathon. I have my A to Z of the Surrey Hills, which is a map that the organisers have suggested everyone carries with them for navigation. to be perfectly honest with you, even if I did get lost, I do not think this map will help me. I've loaded the route onto my watch anyway, and it's supposed to be quite well signposted, so I should be fine. Here's my head torch. I won't turn it on actually. Very, very bright, and it will be dark at 6 o'clock tomorrow when we start, so I will need that, but not wanting to carry this with me the whole time on my head, so that's going to have to go somewhere. And a spare pair of socks just in case I need them, and well, my vest really, my running vest, which has got the water bottles in the front and a compartment at the back here, which is going to be stuffed full of all this gear on the bed. Another water bottle here, which I'll be holding in my hand the whole time. I have a running belt, again, which will be stuffed full of some of the bits and bobs on the bed. And I'm not sure whether I'm going to take this yet or not. This is not, it's not really waterproof, but it's okay. If it rains, I'll put that on over, you know, what I'm wearing, and it just give me a little extra layer, I suppose, of warmth and a little bit of dryness. So yeah, that's everything I've got to carry with me. The shorts I'm wearing have also got lots of pockets on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try it out. I'm going to get my running gear on and yeah, try and pack it all. See if I can get it in, which I'm sure I will. So there'll be yeah, another video of me very shortly with all my gear on and everything packed up, hopefully. Well, I managed it. I managed to pack everything in to all of the various pockets and the backpack that I'm going to carry. I'm kneeling down right now in front of the camera, but I will stand up and show you in a minute where everything is. Yeah, so it all fits in, which is great, and it feels quite comfortable. So let's stand up and show you where it all is. As you can see, I'm very dark. All the clothing I'm wearing is black. I hadn't really thought about that when I you know, decided what I was going to wear. I guess the only bit of colour on me is going to be this water bottle that I'm carrying, and I guess my race number, which is going to be here, that'd be white, I suppose. But anyway, so I've got the backpack on, as you can see. In the back compartment here is where my socks are and my yellow rain cover, and the map is in there, the Tailwind nutrition pouches are in there, plus my head torch. Here are my water bottles in these compartments, and in some pockets just above the water bottles are my energy gels. So I also have a belt here which has my Trek bars this side and my sesame seed bars that side, and I also have a little pocket here in the back which has the full blanket, it has the tissues in and the freezer bags. And I guess the only other last hidden compartment I have is here on the bottle, which has Vaseline in plasters and the safety pins I'm going to need to attach my race number to. So I'm all set pretty much. One thing I was going to mention earlier, which I forgot to, which is something I'm quite pleased about, is I managed to achieve my goal weight and body fat percentage. So when I first set out on this challenge, my plan was to try and be around sort of the high 70s, low 80s in kilograms in terms of how much I weigh, and I wanted my body fat to sort of be in the high teens sort of area. And having weighed myself this morning, I was exactly 80 kilograms and my body fat percentage was exactly 18%. So I managed to hit that goal head on, really. So I'm really pleased about that. And yeah, probably the lightest I've been for a long time. I wonder how much that will stay down after the run and the training. The training levels get a lot less. Anyway, so I've not got a lot left to do now, really. I'm going to go downstairs, pay for this room. I guess have a bit to eat, so I've made myself some falafel wraps for tonight. And then get an early night, get to bed by 8 o'clock. Hopefully I'll sleep right through, and I'm going to set my alarm for about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And I'll get up and I'll have my breakfast. And I'm sure I'll make a video when I do all of that. So I'll see you later. Bye. Morning, it's 4:30 and I'm on my way to the registration centre. Trying to turn this camera around so you can see me. There we go. Found a lamppost to light up the area. So yeah, I was up at 3, in bed by 8:20, but I got straight to sleep, so that's pretty good. Had my smoothie, which was spinach, blueberries, protein powder. Had some soaked oats, so cold porridge basically, with peanut butter, chia seeds, cashew milk and all of that. So yeah, good breakfast, packed everything up, did most of that last night anyway, prepared all my water, yeah, just gonna get there, get signed in, get my race number, go to the loo and just hang around really, waiting to start I suppose. So probably one of many videos today, so I will catch you again later. Bye. Well, I've arrived there, Hazelmere Hall, and I've registered, so I am showing my race number. Can you see it there? Not very well. 6006. So it's nearly 20 past, so just hang around for a bit now. Probably go to the toilet again and wait for the race briefing, and then I guess apparently we're heading around to the start line about 10 to 6, and yeah, get going. So I'm just gonna finish my bit of water and yeah, chill I suppose for the next half hour or so. I'll check in again at some point. Just heading off to the start line now, walking through a car park in the dark, heading up to the high street where the race begins. Lots of people behind me, lots of people in front of me. Bring it on, let's go. It's going to be a bumpy one because I'm still running. Yeah, it's getting light now. I'm about, I don't know, 7k in. And the group is definitely thinning out. I'm pretty much on my own at the moment. I think I've got some runners behind me, but that's just going to happen, isn't it? There were 80 people in total at the start. That's, compared to the races that I'm used to with thousands of people, that was a very small group. But we get joined by the 40k runners and then the half marathoners. So I guess it'll probably get busier at certain points. I'm feeling good. It's very hilly, but everyone seems to be walking up the hills, so I'm sort of following their lead really. We've got a lot of people that have done a lot of ultras before, so yeah, it's probably best just to follow their leads. Anyway, I want to check in again at the first aid station. Ooh, just going down a bit of a hill now. Hi, I'm just at the first aid station. Well, I've just left the first aid station actually. Totally forgot to take a video. So yeah, I'm looking quite fresh, aren't I suppose. I just stopped, went to the loo, filled up with water, took a layer of clothing off, so I've just got the t-shirt on now. Stuffed that in the backpack, put my head torch in the backpack, so I was yeah, I took quite a bit of time at that first aid station I suppose, but it is it's really hilly, it really is. A lot of people are actually walking up the hills, so I'm kind of just taking their lead on that. Someone running back towards me, you alright? It's down there I think.
I haven't even checked in yet, I got lost in the
Oh, I see, okay mate, okay. Yeah, did you catch that? Someone went the wrong way, but it looks like they found their way back. There's these little yellow signs, as you can see there, telling you which way to go. So anyway, I don't want to lose any more time because I was quite a while at that aid station. I feel good. Yeah, the hills are challenging, but people seem to walk up them, so I'm just following everyone else's lead. Next aid station is 10k, so I'll check in then. Bye. Hey, just got past aid station number 2. Feel great, as you can see the weather's fantastic, blue skies behind me. Some amazing scenery. Came face to face with a bull. Not a ball, a bull. That was quite scary. Had to literally run right round past it to keep on the trail. Anyway, refreshed with water, and I'm 22k in, just under 3 hours, so that's not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, I'm just going to crack on really. I'm drinking enough, and probably need to eat something shortly. I've got plenty of food on me, and just want to say hi to Amy and Thomas if you're watching my live video. Love you lots, and Kirsty, love you too. Can't wait to see you all at the finish line, and I'll check in again at the next aid station, which is about 14k apparently, so an hour and a half away maybe, depends how hilly it is. Anyway, see you in a bit. I couldn't take a video at the last aid station because I forgot no signal for the internet, but 23ish k in, something like that. Just had a nice little stop, filled up with water. Still feel really good actually, everything's going well. So yeah, it's going to crack on, get to the next aid station. Hopefully I'll have a bit of more of an internet signal by then, so I'll do another live video. But it doesn't matter to you, does it? Because I've pre-recorded this and I'm going to post it way after I've done the run. Yeah, how does that work? Me again, I'm not at the checkpoint yet, but thought it was worth checking in because I'm at the halfway point, which is pretty good. Our next checkpoint is, not sure, probably another 5k away yet, but yeah, halfway, awesome. And I feel pretty good, to be honest, I really do. Yeah, I'm feeling really confident. I've got lots of energy, and at the moment, you know, I'm definitely going to see this one through. So I probably won't bother checking in at the next checkpoint, being I've just checked in now. So yeah, the next checkpoint I'll be checking in at will be the one where I phone Kirsten and the kids to say, right, I'll tell them what time I'm going to be at the finish line. So I'll see you later, bye.